Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Amstar, bringing you a SimCity tutorial on actually how to lay your foundation and how to get started before you let your Sims roll all in. And I am in sandbox mode just to give you a hint and actually how to start things up, give you an observation and actually how things are supposed to work out. And right now I'm just going to show you the basics right now of if you're new to the game or if you're still going to, you're going to learn something if you even just started playing the game, alright? So before you really start anything, you just want to hit your time bar, and that's your little squiggly bar right below your escape bar. Or you can just come down to the left side screen, and you can see this red, this little play button, and then it goes to the pause, play, pause. Right now it is, and then all you gotta do is connect your highway, or you gotta want to connect your road to your highway. And I like to make this big, nice highway. And if you do not know how to curve your road, it's right next to the construction guy, right about here, and you can curve it by just hitting that button right there. And you can just curve it, nice curve like right there. Now, like I like to do is start making your nice roads with the medium density supported. Obviously, if you put like a little small road, you're gonna get a lot of bad luck by trying to even do the most simplest things, because when I say that is you're just going to get a lot of Sims jammed up, and when someone has a fire, your Sims have a fire, your fire station are not going to be able to respond to it because of the low density of cars on one single road. So what I like to do is at least put the major roads to a medium density, and you can always upgrade that, and I'll show you later and how you actually do that. But don't actually worry about that like right now, because you won't be able to do all this right away because I'm in the sandbox mode. But when you're in the basic one, all you gotta do is at least put your highway or your main street right down by my cursor or whatnot. And that's gonna be about $3,000. And then at least do the medium sized one, or at least the medium density street. And then after that, if you want to do the middle streets for like residential, all you gotta do is just go like that. It's the low density streets, and that's still going to do a lot of creation for the Sims. And all you really want to do is just get like a little basic breakdown of what you want for your city to look like. I'm just making mine look like this. I don't know, it's a weird design, but I like to just do my curves and whatnot because it gives the city a little bit more detail and a little bit emphasis of the creation and whatnot. And even though that it's not going to look really, just be creative is what I'm trying to say, I guess. It's just try your best to make it look creative. I don't like squares; they're just too simple. You know, it's nothing that really fun to look at. And I don't know. That's just me. That's just how I look at things in the game. So what I'm actually doing right now is laying the foundation of what I actually want my city to look like before the Sims start rushing in. Because before I actually start making the Sims come on in, I want to lay down parks, because what parks do is they start to do a lot of they start to make Sims come into and attract a lot of high wealthy medium-sized Sims. Just like in real life, if it's a nice place to live, you're gonna have a lot of people with deep pockets come into your city and buy their houses and whatnot. But right now, but when you start playing this game, you're not gonna be able to create as much road as I am right now, but you get the foundation of what I'm trying to get at. So make your foundation probably about just like this, and then all you gotta do is go down to this navigation bar and go down to parks. And then the thing about people don't really understand is that you can have your basics, you can have sports, you can have nature, plaza, formal, and this is where the formal is it starts to get really expensive. I mean look at this, 2,400 for a park, 2,400, and it costs a lot, but there's also perks that come along with this, because you're not just going to get trailer houses when you imply these. You're going to get Sims with deep pockets that are going to build a lot of nice houses. And not only that, but when you place these parks right next to your commercial area, you're going to attract a lot of those deep pocket Sims to come on over and shop over by your industrial or your commercial industries or your shops. And that is a big plus, because when you get those deep pocket Sims, they're going to always want to come in to buy stuff, and they're always going to go to work, and they're always going to come back and distribute everything. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back down to the parks right by this tree, and I'm just going to put nature. Nature is actually kind of medium-sized density for Sims, but even though it still works, it still gets those Sims that you want. But I'm just gonna start doing the plaza right now, and I'm gonna place that around there. I'm gonna have a kind of few, because if you get like a lot, you're gonna have some nice Sims. But keep in mind, you only have 50,000. Well, I'm gonna call it dollars. You only have $50,000 to actually start with. And even though that's not a lot, you can still contribute that over time, because if you have a lot of parks, you're gonna have a lot of deep pocket Sims, and that's a very positive thing when you're creating your city, because you don't want unemployment people that don't have a lot of money. You just want to keep those high wealthy Sims happy. And over time, they're gonna get kind of mad because their germs are gonna kick in, but that's a whole different story. And when you're, I'll just get into that right now. I'm gonna make my industrial over here, even though that's not really a good idea, because the air tends to go up over by these residential zoning, and that's gonna cause more germs over there. Even if you have pollutions from your neighbors kicking in, if the air is flowing to the west, which would be to my left side of the screen, then I can also collect germs from that way. But anyways, that's a different topic for a different video, and let's start zoning our residential. And I still have it on pause, and I'm still just going to go like this. I'm going to create all this nice residential zoning, and I'm going to pause the video, or else I'm going to fast forward, and I'll come back to you when I'm done. Alright, now that we are back and we got all of our residential and we got our commercial, or yeah, we have our, God, I can't think of it. Commercial and residential zone. Residential is green and commercial is blue. But the thing about it I do not have yet is my commercial, or my industrial. God, I cannot think of these straight. And that's in the yellow. So I want to make my industrial down here so I can start making these guys have jobs. So let's hit the play button. So right under escape, you can hit your little squiggly line, or you can just hit play, and you're gonna have all these Sims start to roll in. I'm gonna go fast forward, and you're gonna start seeing that you're gonna have a lot of big houses. But if you did not have the parks, you're gonna have these little trailer houses, and I'll show you for example. So once you start to build it, and you're going to start seeing these very, very nice houses, and they're not going to be very poor either. They're going to be nice. So you see, you can start to see all these commercials starts to build their very nice high shops. And now look at these. You get nice houses. And if I could throw this, hold on. Okay, so you can see these nice houses start to roll in right away. Now, if you did not have that, you're going to have problems with just like little trailer houses. And that's not what you really are looking for. You got a lot of these nice residential houses, and they're nice because they hold a lot of people in it at the same time. I'm just trying to look for a nice house. See, God, they're all like this though. Okay, take this for example. Look at these houses. They're nice houses. They're not like really trailer houses like you would normally get with just without any parks. So that is a very big improvement from even starting off. I mean, just look at the size of the city grow without anything really happening. Yeah, I mean, and then I did put my power plant over here just because the wind is blowing a little bit northeast. So I don't really have to worry about that, even though it's a green resource. It's wind, solar energy. I don't really have to worry about it, but I do have to worry about I can't think. Industrial. Excuse me about that. Industrial pollution going to my residential, and that's kind of a bad thing. But I'm gonna pause this. No, excuse me about that. I'm gonna show you that I put my wind power there, and you don't need the coal right away. You could go green if you want for a little bit, but then as soon as you start producing a lot more cities, that's not going to be enough, and you're going to have to upgrade, and that would be a different tutorial. So that's just it for this tutorial. Hope you guys learned something, and stay tuned for the next tutorial. Excuse me, wow, I cannot talk at all today. If you like this video, please leave a comment, share your suggestions. If I missed something, please comment below, and I'll throw it in the description if I feel that I forgot something. Other than that, guys, peace out. Subscribe, like, follow me on Twitter, amstar_.